Good morning to all of you. Welcome to Legal Matters by Sai Babu Sunkara. Today, we are going to discuss the topic whether education comes under the Consumer Protection Act, of course 2019, as a service or not. In a nutshell, the question is whether education is a service or not. No doubt, there are umpteen number of decisions more in favor to say that education is not a commodity. Education, you cannot say it as a service, but in some cases it was held that education will also come under the so-called topic of service, because yet sometimes the students, the candidates will appear for this examination, but another examination question paper will be given. Then is it not a deficiency in the service? So such cases are also there. Anyway, one more case has been added to them. This has come before the Supreme Court, and Supreme Court, Honorable Supreme Court of India allowed the special leave petition. This is a case Rajendra Kumar Gupta versus Virendra Swarup Public School, SLP number 16591 by 2021. So here, whether an issue has arisen, whether education is a service under Consumer Protection Act or not, is the problem. If we go into the details of the case, what happened is the petitioners or the the complainant's son, he has participated in a summer camp organized by this Virendra Swarup Public School, right? But he drowned in the swimming pool and died. His father alleged negligence or deficiency of the service on the part of the public school. Therefore, he filed a Consumer Protection Act petition. So he approached the Consumer Forum. Of course, he approached the State Forum because the compensation is heavy. But the State Forum did not take it on file and dismiss the same, saying that, stating that or holding that education cannot come under the purview of services. Therefore, the Consumer Protection Act will not apply. Then he made an appeal to the National Commission. National Commission also, yes, it is basing on, yes, it has placed reliance on a very famous case, that is Manu Solanki versus Vinayaka Mission University 2020. Basing on that, it also held that education cannot be a commodity to purchase. It is not a service, right? It is not a service which comes under the so-called Consumer Protection Act. But please remember, in 2015, I believe, 2015, there was a case where P. Srinivasalu and another versus P.J. Alexander. 2015, it was held that educational institution would also come under the Consumer Protection Act, as education is a service. Now, what to do? Whether education is a service or not. In this particular case or in the previous cases, the ratio decidendi also has been given. Now, this SLP has been allowed by the two judges bench, Dr. D.Y. Chandrachud and Justice B.V. Nagaratna, because the issue has been different judgments have been given on two sides also. Actually, so actually the NCDRC held or placed reliance on the case of Manu case. So what happened in Manu case? In Manu Solanki versus Vinayaka Mission Education Institution, right? Manu Solanki case, the institutions rendering education, including the vocational courses and imparting excursion tours and picnics, etc., like such extracurricular activities, they do not come under the Consumer Protection Act, because it is a part of the curriculum. Taking them to some exhibition, taking them to some picnic, taking them to some meeting, all these things, they form part of the curriculum. It is not any extra. Of course, even though they take money, Here the point comes, since they have taken money, since they have collected money to go to some place or to participate, particularly for this case, to participate in the swimming competitions, they have taken money, they should be careful. They should give the 100% service. Since there is a deficient service, he has filed. But in the Manu Solanki case, it is clearly held that education institution means not only the courses which they give, but the vocational courses also include the same. Vocational course means where you will be given the practical training. If something happens in the practical training also, you cannot question the education institution under the Consumer Protection Act. No doubt, you can file a civil case. If there is negligence, you can file a criminal case. If the boy dies, a case under Section 304A IPC can also be registered and the management can be taken to task. But the problem is, under CP Act, no, it will not come. Right? That was the decision Manu Solanki basing on which NCDRC held that this is not a fit case to be decided by the Consumer Protection Forum. Right? So, previous cases also, P.T. Koshi versus Ellen Charitable Trust, 2012. And another case, Maharishi Dayananda University, very famous case. Maharishi Dayananda University versus Surjit Kaur, 2010. It was held that education is not a commodity. So, they are not providing any kind of service. So, therefore, you can't claim that there is a deficiency of service. So, P. Srinivasulu case is stating that service and it comes under CP Act. Whereas Manu Solanki, Maharishi Dayananda University, P.T. Koshi, all the cases show that education is not a commodity. Education cannot come under the definition of the services. So therefore, now the Honorable Supreme Court of India wants to give a final touch or want to finalize the conflict between these judgments. Now, therefore, they have taken up the matter. Let us wait and see what will happen. Thank you very much.